she called it a great adventure, that her great final adventure, and she would sort of smile and laugh a bit when she said that, and I hope it was. But I did kind of wonder whether she was saying that to make us feel better, you know? Like, yeah. I'm not really dying, I'm just going on an adventure. My name is Kelly Egan, and I write a column for the Ottawa Citizen in the city section. This story is kind of the life story of one woman, Josephine Hopkins, who decided this month to have a medically assisted death. Well, I mean, with the piece, I hope people get a pretty good insight into one individual, into what she was like, the milestones in her life that led her to do this. And I hope they get some glimpse of some of the difficult issues around medically assisted dying. The piece isn't full of answers, but I think it might give people things to think about. And if families are in that same situation, then maybe there are some flags in there about things that they need to talk about and think about. We got access to the story it really came to us out of the blue. I mean, I had an email from Josephine's daughter-in-law. And anyway, she thought that it would just make a fascinating story to let readers know and other families know about what it's like. In terms of ethics, the first thing I thought about when we were approached was that, is the coverage in the newspaper part of her exit plan? And in that sense, are we a party to her deciding to do this? And from that point of view, it didn't sit right with me, because I didn't want her decision to be dependent on whether the Ottawa Citizen and Sun post-media covered her story. You know, like I don't think it's our role to do that. But other than that, that was kind of the main, I would say, ethical thing. And it was pretty clear that she was going to do this whether we had coverage or not. So, I mean, around the subject of suicide, which this isn't, there is a sensitivity about how we cover topics like that, because we don't, you don't want to glorify someone in death. You don't want to encourage people to think that, say, suicide is an option for them because of how people are remembered in media. Right. And so we met with Jo. I met with Jo twice. I probably spent a total of about 4 hours with her, with her son present, and I attended the memorial service as well. So, I mean, I feel like I got to know her, you know. So, I mean, I think the hard part was, as you get to know her, you don't want her to die, you know. Like, you don't want her to go when you get to know her, because she's a really sort of engaging, kind of courageous person who had this, you know, amazing life. And, you know, part of me, it's weird, I'm almost mad at her, you know, like, because I wanted to be here. There's an old saying people sometimes use about stories, is that you know, that some are written and some are lived. Anyway, this one certainly lived with her, and it lived with me too.